Save our people, the remnant of Israel. Brothers, this is before Christ being born. They shouted out, save thy people, the remnant of Israel. Come on.
Behold, I will bring them from the north country.
I will bring them from the where?
The north country.
Okay.
And gather them from the coasts of the earth. And with them the blind and the lame, the woman with a child, and her that travaileth with child together. A great company shall return hither. They shall come with weeping and with supplications will I lead them. I will cause them to walk by the rivers of waters in a straight way, wherein they shall not stumble, for I am a father to Israel.
I am a father to Israel. So Christ knew who his father was, his spiritual father. He knew that. Joseph knew who his father was. We have to know who our father is. On the earth, look, you're not going to tell me that you're being obedient to the Most High God when you're disobedient to your father on the earth. It don't work like that. The earth is an example of what's going to happen in the heavens. Be obedient to the father on the earth, with like your mother. Then you can earn the ownership and obedience to your father in heaven. Come on, folks.
For I am a father to Israel, and Ephraim is my firstborn.
And Ephraim is my firstborn.
Hear the word of the Most High, O ye nations, and declare it in the isles afar off, and say, he that scattered...
He that what?
He that scattered Israel will gather him.
That's plain and simple. He that scattered Israel will gather them. So I'm telling you, if it's not the Most High doing it, it's false. It's false. And the world is going to know it too. You're going to know it. The Most High, his hands on his people. He's doing a gathering right now as we speak. Come on, prophet.
And keep him as a shepherd doth his flock. Okay. He that scattered Israel will gather him and keep him as a shepherd doth his flock. For the Most High hath redeemed Jacob.
He has what?
Has redeemed Jacob.
He has redeemed Jacob.
And ransomed him from the hand of him that was stronger than he.
You know what? What's in that verse right there, prophet?
The Father and the Son.
The Most High redeemed Jacob, Israel, right? By sending Christ to pay the price. He took us back from the one that was stronger than us, Satan. He took us back and took the keys and everything. So now we've been redeemed through the blood of Christ. Just in that verse right there.
Verse 11.
Wow. Come on, prophet.
Verse 12. Therefore they shall come and sing in the height of Zion.
Woo! I see it. They're going to come and sing in the height of Zion. Zion's going to be built up high. It's going to be a beautiful city. It's going to be wonderful. Wakanda in that movie was a beautiful city.
And so if you haven't seen it and you're listening to the teachings, we're not spoiling it for you, but I pray that you would remember some of the things and words that we're saying about the height of Zion and the praises that will be sung in the height. And you'll remember that as you're looking at it and recall. And I think it's awesome, if you haven't seen the movie, that you go to the scriptures first and then go see the movie.
Then you go see the movie.
It'll strengthen you.
Go read this chapter, brothers and sisters. Write it down and go compare it to the movie. Look at the similarities. Come on, prophet.
And shall flow together to the goodness of the Most High for wheat and for wine and for oil and for the young of the flock and of the herd, and their soul shall be as a watered garden, and they shall not sorrow any more at all.
Any more at all. All praises.
Verse 13. Then shall the virgin rejoice in the dance, both young men and old together, for I will turn their mourning into joy.
Thank you, Most High.
And I will comfort them and make them rejoice from their sorrow.
That's a blessing right there. That's a promise I want to lay hold to that. But the only way I'm going to lay hold to that blessing is what? Being obedient. Going back to honor my father and my mother. Finding out what pleases my father in heaven as it is on earth. That's what I have to do. That's what we're called to do. What pleases your Father in heaven, brothers and sisters? By keeping his law, statutes, and commandments. By putting down your false holy holidays. By keeping his holy days. By gathering yourself a like-minded manner. By living your life accordingly. Cut out all this fakeness. I'm holy because I wear this color. Or I'm holy because I do this or I do that. No, you're holy because you walk according to what the Bible say do. You're set apart for his purpose. That makes you holy. Get an understanding. And all that you're doing, get an understanding. Come on, prophets.
Verse 14, and I will satiate the soul of the priest with fatness, and my people shall be satisfied with my goodness.
And my people shall be satisfied with my goodness,
saith the Most High God, our power. Thus saith the Most High, a voice was heard in Ramah, lamentation and bitter weeping. Rahel weeping for her children, refused to be comforted for her children because they were not. They were dead. Thus saith the Most High, refrain thy
prophets, go back, read that. This is an Israelite that's weeping for her children. We got Israelites that don't know they're Israelites weeping for their children right now.
Thus saith the Most High God, our power. A voice was heard in Ramah, lamentation and bitter weeping. Rahel, weeping for her children, refused to be comforted for her children because they were not. Because they died. They weren't there. Thus saith the Most High, refrain thy voice from weeping and thine eyes from tears, for thy work shall be rewarded.
For thy work shall be rewarded,
saith the Most High, and they shall come again from the land of the enemy.
And they shall come again from the land of the enemy. Come on.
And there is hope in thine end, saith the Most High God, our power, that thy children shall come again to their own border.
We're going to come again to our own border, our own kingdom. So this is the Most High letting us know, brother, this place here, this is not your land. The original land that the Most High had for us was the Garden of Eden. That's Zion. Okay? And Christ is going to protect us. He's going to bring us back to that land.
And we're still not in our own borders as we stand and speak really today.
Exactly.
We're not in our own borders. And she was crying because her children had been taken. Not so much that they had deceased, they were deceased. So forgive me, Salaki, on that. But as you read it, they were taken away. And it said, and so the Lord is comforting her, telling you shall be rewarded, saith the Most High, and they shall come again from the land of the enemy. So they had been taken to the land of the enemy, which he expounds upon and says that thy children shall come again to their own border. So that's where they weren't on their border. They have been taken from them. And we understand that dealing with this month, again, that they give us this one little month they give us on Black History. A lot of people are recanting the stories of slavery and reviewing those, and knowing that the children were taken and sold as items taken to work land in different countries on ships. And so certainly we can relate to that.
You know what? I can see the joyfulness of our people waking up and going back to different parts of what we originally were taken from. You know what I'm saying? And to rejoice. Like you have people from the nation of Ghana, that's in Africa, that's in Western Africa, inviting so-called African Americans, because we're not African Americans, but that's how they identify us, to come back home to Ghana. A lot of us left the shores of Ghana. All right. A lot of us left different places of Africa being sold into slavery. Okay. Go ahead, Prophet.
Verse 18. I have surely heard Ephraim bemoaning himself thus. Thou hast chastised me, and I was chastised as a bullock unaccustomed to the yoke. Turn thou me, and I shall be turned, for thou art the Lord, the Most High, my power. We're saying Ephraim, I guess we need to put an understanding to them. That is, Ephraim was the largest tribe of the 10, and that would be the northern, which they talked about the northern, they were taken from the north. And the northern kingdom of Israel was the 10 tribes who separated and got caught up by Assyrian rule. So he's saying Ephraim, but those are the lost.
Right.
And that's what Yeshaya was referring to when he said he came for the lost. Those were lost, Ephraim and reaching out to those tribes. So the tribes were identified by the largest one.
Exactly. The largest house.
The largest number.
You got the house of Judah, you got the house of Ephraim. So in the house of Ephraim, it composed your other tribes, Asher, Manasseh,
all of those.
You know what I'm saying? All those other ones.
The 10.
Judah, the 10. And Judah composed of Judah, Benjamin, and some Levites.
And Judah was the southern kingdom, and they were larger, so that people would call them Judah, and so that's how the Jew name came into being anyway.
Exactly, prophets. Exactly.
So, yeah.
The Most High never called his people Jewish people. Jews, okay? The real Jews. People of bloodline descent, okay? There's many things out there that you can find out and get understanding that the people that's over in that land of Israel over there today are not the people by bloodline, okay? They're not the people. All right, come on, people.
Again, verse 18. I have surely heard Ephraim bemoaning himself thus. Thou hast chastised me, and I was chastised as a bullock unaccustomed to the yoke. Turn thou me, and I shall be turned, for thou art the Most High, my power. Surely, and
you know what, prophet? Just hold it right there. He said that he was what? Unaccustomed to what?
Unaccustomed to the yoke.
Well, you know what? To Judah and Benjamin, they made us accustomed to the yoke. When they put them on those slave ships, they put that yoke on our necks.
We weren't accustomed to it.
We weren't accustomed to it either.
But he's saying unaccustomed. That means, you know, I guess in likes of, correct me if I'm wrong, Elder, in likes of uncomfortable.
Right.
Uncomfortable, not accustomed to this type of treatment, you know, and sometimes we have to go somewhere else and be treated a certain way, but before we appreciate what we had.
Exactly, prophet. You're absolutely right.
Verse 19. Surely after that I was turned. Yeah, after you went through that uncomfortableness, I was turned. I repented, and after that I was instructed. I smote upon my thigh. I was ashamed. Yea, even confounded, because I did hear the reproach of my youth.
I did bear the reproach.
I did bear the reproach. I'm sorry, Salaki, because I did bear the reproach of my youth.
I did bear the reproach of my youth.
Is Ephraim my dear son? Is he a pleasant child?
Is he a pleasant child?
For since I spake against him, I do earnestly remember him still. Therefore my bowels are troubled for him. I will surely have mercy upon him, saith the Most High God.
Now, Ephraim is your child, talking about the 10, and the Most High says he's going to have mercy on him. Okay? Come on.
Verse 21, set thee up waymarks.
Set up waymarks. There's waymarks set up for us. Come on.
Waymarks being what?
Points where you can get to before you get to your final destination.
Okay, so like signs and little markers. Set thee up waymarks. Make thee high heaps.
High heaps.
Set thine heart toward the highway, even the way which thou wentest. Turn again, O Virgin of Israel. Turn again to these thy cities. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Most High hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
Oh, now, see, this is prophecy. A woman shall compass a man. Here in Babylon, because of Israel backslide, that's talking about all men and women. The Most High has set up a new thing in the earth, that a woman shall compass a man. And it's, you know what? That man's been degraded. He's been debased. And they have set that woman up over him. That's out of order. You know that's out of order. The man should be first. You know that. But the Most High set this up as a sign. Okay?
A waymark.
It's a waymark.
So you can see. Yeah, okay.
Okay? So when that starts to reverse itself, shortly as it starts to reverse itself, Christ is on his way back. He's on his way back. Come on, prophet.
Verse 23. Thus saith the Most High of hosts, the God of Israel, as yet they shall use this speech in the land of Judah and in the cities thereof, when I shall bring again their captivity.
When I shall bring what?
When I shall bring again their captivity.
When I shall bring again their land of captivity, right?
Their captivity. You got land.
Yeah. I'll look at that. As yet they shall use this speech in the land of Judah and in the cities thereof, when I shall bring again their captivity. All praises to the Most High bless thee. So that's verse 23.
Yeah, the Most High bless thee, O habitation of justice and mountain of holiness. And there, verse 24, and there shall dwell in Judah itself, and in all the cities thereof together, husbandmen, and they that go forth with flocks.
Okay.
For I have satiated the weary soul, meaning satisfied the weary